High school football week number 11. Take a look at another matchup as the Millbrook Pioneers travel to face the James Wood Colonels. Last week, the Pioneers falling to Handley 48-27. As always, joining me, the head coach of the Millbrook Pioneers, Josh Haymore. Coach, as always, really appreciate your time here. Although the result, not one you want to see on the scoreboard, can you just take me through what you saw of the game collectively and what positives you were able to take away from it?
We got a lot of young kids playing right now due to injuries. Our kids are really playing hard. I mean, it's just young kids, but they're working hard in practice. They're working hard during the game. I thought we had a great week of practice. We played well in the second half. And both sides of the ball, like we just we're playing hard. So I mean that's what I really take away from that. There's no quitting these guys. And they're playing hard for each other, playing hard for Millbrook, and it's good to see.
So obviously Handley getting up to a big lead and your Pioneers coming back and making sort of a push there with some scores later in the game, but putting up 27 points, sort of, I would imagine that sort of showed the no fight, no quit out of your team. How did it feel to see that out of your team, despite the fact that Handley was up big, but you all were still playing hard in a sense and putting up points?
I mean, that's the thing I just talked about. I mean, the kids are playing hard regardless of what the story is. They're trying to do the right things, exactly what the coaches are coaching them to do, and they're doing. It's just a lot of young kids, a lot of sophomores and juniors out there on that field. But they're working hard, they're playing hard, they're working together as a team. Just a few small adjustments that we need to make throughout the week this week to be prepared for James Wood.
Yeah, absolutely. And looking at James Wood traveling to face another crosstown rival in James Wood, you mentioned the week of practice going well so far with your young group of kids. But what are you looking to see a little bit more of out of your team come this week against James Wood? And on the flip side of that, what are you seeing from James Wood that you would like to try to eliminate?
Their offense is pretty solid. They have some big guys up front. Their running back runs really hard, and their quarterback, he's still a young guy, and he throws the ball well. He runs the ball really well. He operates that offense in a good speed and manner. We got to be able to do something and give the quarterback some different looks, give the quarterback some different ways to be able to run the ball. Same thing with the running back. Just be able to do a little something different to make them guess and get into that unsure, doubtful type of offense. Defensively, or our offensively, I want to see our kids making sure that they're blocking the rules the correct way, playing hard, blocking hard all the way to the whistle. Showing those adjustments that we've done for the past couple of weeks when we had some of these guys out, they're resilient. They're playing hard. They're listening to the coaches on the sidelines. They're playing hard for each other, and they're making those adjustments, which I want to see them continue to do. It's tough when you're out there playing a game, and it's a hard-nosed battle, and you have to come off the field and listen to a coach to make sure you're making the right adjustments and doing that when you go back out on the field. And they're doing that, which is good. It's just, we've got to improve on a couple things, and I think we'll be fine.
Absolutely. And you mentioned sort of the youth of this team due to injuries, coach, and some game experience like this. Seeing that, how do you think that they have taken it so far? Some of your younger guys who's getting more game action and taking that into the next week against James Wood and essentially like getting more and more in-game experience. I'm sure that helps in a way too as a teaching point.
Yeah, one guy in particular, JT Wagner, he's a sophomore for us. He's been starting since probably about week 3 or 4 at defensive line and has been a key, element on the offense for if we have some sort of injury or anything like that, anywhere from the left guard all the way to the outside tackle. He's able to plug in anywhere. But, yeah, the game experience, just talking about him, from week 3, and really he played in week 1 and week 2, just didn't start. That game experience has really done a good job for him. At the beginning of the year, you see him get driven back a little bit, and now, if he's going against two bigger guys that are seniors and outweigh him by 100 pounds, then yeah. But you know, he's not giving driven back. He's doing his rules the correct way, and that's what I think about all the young guys we have playing. We get a couple older guys back this week, but I mean, the younger guys, their experience and seeing themselves on film and things like that. You know, there's no substitute for that. When you get out there and you're the one that you know on the line of scrimmage with your hand in the dirt and you're fighting for your teammates and your school out there, and then you see yourselves on film, you know, the next week or the next day, you really build a lot of things with character, a lot of things with your ability to play football. And I think that's what our young guys are really getting right now. There's a lot of them on the field. So.
Once again, high school football week number 11 as the Millbrook Pioneers travel to face the James Wood Colonels. As always, joining me, the head coach of the Millbrook Pioneers, Josh Haymore. Coach, can't thank you again for your time. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.